we're back. We're just going to give now our thoughts on Series 2 of our hopes and everything for Series 2 of Joker Blogs, because I'm sure people might be interested in that. I'll let Blue Dragon 5 go first, and then I'll get into what I hope and everything going forward, maybe Series 2 and beyond sort of thing. So,
to Series 2 and beyond! Sorry, Buzz Lightyear quote, sorry. Didn't mean to cut off your intro. It's an impulse, I swear. Anyway, so you want me to go with mine?
Yeah, go with yours, and then we might go into like what happens afterwards and everything.
Well, again, my pitch or my thoughts for Series 2, what it's going to be is simply it's kind of like the movie Hannibal, and the sequel to Silence of the Lambs. And basically, all these characters, Joker has affected. He gave them one bad day. He's driven them crazy. We've seen that with Lockup. We've seen that with Arkham, and it's just Harley as well, and Hugo Strange. He's ruined Hugo Strange's life. He ruined Arkham's and ruined, he's ruined and Lockup's life. He's ruined all their lives, and he's driven them crazy. So I think they're kind of going to band together, and kind of like Mason Verger in Hannibal, he's going to want revenge. He's going to want revenge on Joker, and probably the others are going to want revenge on the people who've done them wrong, to kind of clean up Gotham, I suppose, or like make it better for them. Again, just really revenge stories. They're going to kidnap him. I just thought they're just going to go into Arkham, and they're entering the elevator. They're going up. They're going to break in. They're going to kidnap Joker. Going to take him to this mansion. It looks like I've seen from the trailers. It looks like this nice mansion set or something. And take him somewhere. Then they're going to, torture him somehow. How do you torture Joker? Of course, Joker's just going to laugh in their face. But Harley Quinn, like Clarice Starling, now played by Julianne Moore, another recast, which is funny. Went from Jodie Foster to...
Well, it was a huge gap, but I don't see why they couldn't get Jodie Foster for that.
Well, she didn't want to do it. That's the reason.
Fair enough.
The Julianne Moore, and so... Either way, so they're going to go after him, and Hugo Strange has it out for Tommy Elliott, so I think that's why Elliott gets kidnapped. Well, Catwoman's going to be in league with him, and the Mad Hatter. So we got Mad Hatter in there. Strange. Do we have Mad... You're asking, do we have Mad Hatter? Yeah, he was hinted at in the crawl, but what we officially have him because there were some set photos of a company called, like the side of a van or like a window that said Looking Glass Pharmaceuticals. So Mad Hatter's going to be involved.
Okay.
Well, at least Jervis Tetch is going to be involved. I don't know. I'm just speculating that he could be on the villain side for this. Because it looked like a van, and it looked like that's where they were all coming from, this van from that, so I think they're working with each other. And, that could be where Crane's getting his chemicals. Strange could also be working with his dream machine with that, so... Anyway, so you have these guys teaming up, they're going after him, and Harley Quinn has to save the Joker, and that's really all I've got for pitch, and also Elliot was gotten that he might become Hush, and we also have the Phantasm getting involved, and I don't know if the Joker's going to be tied into her origin or not, because they're going to keep Joker's origin a mystery. But in Phantasm, Joker's origin played into her origin, and that he killed her father, but the mob's going to be responsible for that. So I don't know if the mob's going to be tied in with the villains as well. But I'm saying Hugo Strange had mob connections, so... I don't know. Plus, Rupert Thorne was also in Arkham's phone, so he could be involved as well. Plus, we got Penguin.
Yeah, so we got a lot of balls up in the air.
We got a lot of good. That's good. We got a lot of good villains in here, so we're gonna see how they play out. Plus, of course, I was expecting this with further. I'm sorry, I'm going on too long here. You go. I'll get back to it in a minute.
Okay, so I see what your plot is going to be, and I see that for maybe the first half of the series. Because essentially I see this one being probably split in two, like the last one was.
Well, they said 12 episodes. It could be 6 and 6, and they also said that at least 5 episodes. No, it said half the. Actually, that's a good thing you brought that up, being broken up into 2 halves, because okay, so it's 12 episodes, 15 minutes each. But here's the thing: they said half of it's going to be found footage. So I don't know if just like half the episodes are going to be found footage, or like literally like half of the individual episodes are going to be found footage. So it's going to be, we're going to have the opportunity to have like more HD live happening stuff. You know, like no cameras filming it.
Fair enough.
So I'm saying maybe like the first chunk could be found footage, and the second chunk could be actual footage, or could be mixed there. Just like half the episodes would be that.
Yeah, the way I see it is, we'll have a HD quality episode straight off, and then we'll have found footage, then back to HD, then found footage, and
Well, we know the ending has to be HD. The last episodes has to be HD because we can see what's happening. It can't be found footage, unless it's security footage. So okay, forget.
Well, maybe the bridge between two is going to be like, we'll have 2 found footage is together in the middle, like 5 and 6 and 7, or 5 and 6 will be found footage things.
Yeah.
That's the way I see getting around that thing. But I like having patterns with things, and I think that would work, because that's the way I see it. So we probably won't see Penguin until halfway through. I don't think.
We don't know if Penguin's going to be used for sure.
Sorry?
We don't know if Penguin's going to be used for sure, but yeah, that one Sharpie could be the guy to play him, because he does look like him.
Yeah, so I see Penguin having his plot in the second half, really. And I don't. I'm hoping I could be right with this. We don't get Harlequin until the last episode, if we get her at all in season 2.
Absolutely.
Because I would prefer, if we're going to go with any outfit, it would probably hopefully be the Arkham Asylum one.
Well, which one? Oh, you mean literally Arkham Asylum, not Arkham City. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum one. Like, I wouldn't mind the animated series one, but like, for reality's sake, I would go with that one.
I don't know. If we can have a Joker in a purple suit.
I don't care if she dyes her hair. Yeah. Blonde.
I don't know. They've been hinting at it so much. I think we could have blonde. I'm saying they have. I think they have to have blonde at this point, because they've been hinting at it for so long. I don't know if it's just a tease, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just saying that if they've been hinting at it, might as well make everything perfect. Give her blonde hair, because she looks exactly like animated series Harley, minus the blonde hair.
That's and for like series 3, maybe we're at the end of series 2, we reveal both Harley Quinn, and like some of the found footage is towards the end is Elliot, and at the very end we get Hush at the end as well.
Well, I should tell you this, Magpie. With the other seasons, they said that they would probably explore from other characters' perspectives, so they did more series. So, if it is JokerBlogs, so I'm saying it's probably going to be JokerBlogs, just another series of JokerBlogs, because they said, more series. However, I'm saying they might explore from different characters' perspectives, but still keep it Joker-oriented. So I'm saying that we could get a season devoted to Hush,
Yeah, what I'm saying is we have Harley teaming up with him, and then we get like a Phantom of the Opera-esque end where the camera's coming in and closer and closer and closer from behind the Hush Scott McClure, and then he turns around right at the end and it reveals the bandaged face and everything of Hush.
That could work.
Because essentially, I don't know that much about Hush, but that's how I would do it. Is like we get to the end and the camera's getting closer and closer. It's like slowly coming towards his back, and he's messing around in front of a mirror. Not a mirror, but like a desk, and he's wrapping his face and everything. Because obviously, if I were to do it, something would happen. So what? Why does he wrap his face? So
he wraps his face. Well, originally he doesn't have anything wrong with his face. He just had it wrapped because to conceal his identity. He had like a surgery motif. Like he used scalpel, knives, his weapons.
fair enough.
I don't know, but then at points he had some scarring on his face because then at one point he removed his face. But either way, he usually doesn't have scarring. It's just a costume.
Fair enough.
For the most part, like it's like 70 to 80% he's always normal underneath. Just has like.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He's just wrapping his face for the hell of it. Maybe he's got some scarring from something that's happened with at the end of the first half. Is the way I'd go with it. And then we could delve into this penguin plot, and it's not until the end we get hints that something's happened to Thomas Elliot throughout the second half. We don't see him.
In the comics, there was this thing where Elliot had. It was between Elliot and the Joker, in which a pacemaker was put inside Hush, and basically could kill him. So basically, we'll just kind of Joker's plot, because in the comic Elliot attacked the Joker and basically kind of warded him out of Gotham or something. And basically, either way, like, not saying Joker would do this. I'm saying maybe Hugo Strange could do this. Hugo Strange could, out of revenge, he could have like put the pacemaker in there, have Hush under their thumb, and he could get out of there at the ending. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm saying it's a way to tie it in, or maybe Joker messes with Hush, which could be wrapped up. In this point, you could have like a different actor under the wrapping, so they could both inhabit the same scene at the same time.
Fair enough.
Idea.
Yeah, I just like the idea of having one destiny like fulfilled at the end, and the other one's just beginning at the end of both of them kind of embracing their characters at the end of the series.
Yeah.
So we can go. I don't think a lot of people that are familiar with Hush, so this might be a good way to introduce people to the Hush character.
Yeah.
You know, he's relatively new, isn't he? He's like only less than...
he was in the 2000s, but like 2000, I want to say like 3, 4, maybe
3. According to Wikipedia, it's 3.
Okay, 3. 2003. Yeah, there's that. So. Yeah, another thing I'm curious about. Now, in the further evidence, Lockup grabbed 2 boxes. Now, what we saw, JokerBlogs had some like press releases, photos on their Facebooks and their websites. That's how I knew about the van. Also, in one of the you see an open cardboard box, and there are evidence tapes in there, like patient interviews. So that's probably in one of the boxes he grabbed. And I kept trying for the life of me to figure out, because again, you know how Scarecrow and Joker, their actors' birthdays are on their numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that I looked at all the number on the patient numbers, and 4479 and Cillian Murphy's was on there. And I kept trying to figure out for the life of me the other ones, like see what other patients were there, what we were going to get. But, I didn't find it with the other actors who portrayed villains, so no Zaz, no other ones. So I don't know if they are, but they might correlate with something. I'm just not thinking of it.
Oh, okay.
Fair
enough.
Something to bring up. But yeah, the thing I was getting at with Lockup is he also says, they're going to prove that he came out of the sewer and Batman was there. That's again a reason Batman was delayed from saving everyone during this whole wedding day massacre. He was busy with Lockup, Lyle Bolton. They said they saved the woman. Now I don't know if that's Arkham's wife there's a small chance it could have been Arkham's wife, but still she got injured. But it could have just been like a random occurrence, saving her from Killer Croc. So,
Fair enough.
what I think is now he pulls out the bar collar. It's in one of the boxes. When he says, there's the proof. So I want to say there's a camera in there, but it's probably going to be like an audio thing. I don't know if they could fit a camera in a bar collar, why they would want to, but it could be like an audio thing, so we could get that. There's a reason to have Killer Croc and basically hear, Batman and Lyle Bolton saving the girl or something. If not, you just shoot it like a monster movie, lets the camera shaky, or it's like on Bolton's ankle. During this battle, you see the shadows, like shadows fighting a cape around there, a lot of water in the sewer, or something like that.
I'd go the sound way.
Yeah,
that
sound. It's cool. Yeah, I mean, there's an idea for that, because that is set up, so we're going to see that paid off. Bolton wants to prove that he's not crazy, even though he is crazy. And he probably wants revenge on Joker, so.
Yeah, they all do, and I think...
Yeah, they all do in some capacity want revenge on Joker, but also some of them have other agendas, like Strange, I imagine. And, well, also, Arkham wants Luthor gone, too.
My thought might be that the four of them somehow take over the asylum.
Well, again, I'm saying they're going to break into the asylum and steal Joker, so they're going to take it over in that capacity.
Yeah, but I thought they might break in and hold
everyone hostage.
Yeah, Lex, Joker, and a few other people hostage.
Well, it's not a bad idea, and I wonder if that one room could be an office in the asylum, because otherwise that's the only reason We see shots of the city, though, so I don't know.
I'm saying that, but that maybe that stuff comes in the second half.
Yeah, who knows? I don't. Maybe the first half. Yeah, you're right. Maybe the first half could be them in the asylum. Maybe the second half could be them breaking a kind of mirror of Series 1. Yeah, yeah. I think.
I don't want a complete rehash, though.
I'm saying a rehash, like an homage, kind of like what they would, what they've done previously.
First half, and second half. But I like the idea of having like two stories across one season. Two big stories.
Yeah. There's this bit I was expecting either in the further evidence or they could still have it in Series 2. This bit I kind of wrote in my mind. Because we get Pearl in the last further evidence, but I was thinking of these guys, they come up the elevator in the asylum, they're going to Joker's cell, they need some sort of security clearance or something. And they're probably gassing and knocking people out on their way. Anyway, they reach Pearl. And Pearl has security access or something. And what they would do is Arkham's just looking at Pearl and she kind of there's a silent moment between the two, and then she just kind of nods and gives him the security code, and she makes steps aside.
That works.
I always thought that would kind of be neat if they did that.
That works.
Yeah.
Or somehow she's in on it, she opens the door for him or something.
Well, I mean that, or she just it's kind of like this moment of he did horrible things to me too. I'm gonna help you out. So Pearl, I could either shock you or you can give me the key.
Well, Pearl, you know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what we're here for.
Yep. You want them as bad as we do.
So, essentially, you see them kidnapping the Joker.
I see kidnapping Joker and Harley's going to save him. That's what I see, because think about it. Thematically, it's Joker. He's in the place he wants to be. He doesn't need to escape at the moment. He doesn't want to escape at the moment. However, the thing with Ted makes me think something else might be going on, because why would Ted visit him? It's probably going to be Harley and Ted teaming up if Joker does get kidnapped, and that would be awesome.
What about,
What?
Ted's been spying on the knows of Arkham's plan already. And Ted's the one spying on him.
So you're saying Ted's trying to warn Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be interesting. I don't know if Ted would actually go to lengths to warn the Joker. He's worked with him. I don't know if he has that much of it. I don't know what could happen. Either, I think whatever we're going to get is going to be good. It's just, I don't know. It's just this whole thing of Ted, because I'm instantly interested if it involves Ted. obviously. But
Yeah.
I wonder if Joker really is planning an escape, because all we know is Harleen's going to a board meeting, and maybe that has something to do with Ted's appearance. They're going to do something to Harley, maybe push her over the edge. Just something to push her over the edge, or Ted...
I don't think they're going to fire her.
Well, they're not going to have her fired. No, she's going to push her over the edge so she would kind of quit. And, the scene I'm expecting to end Series 2, the scene I'm expecting is... I'm expecting a scene in which we get the scene from Mad Love, in which Joker is now back in Arkham by whatever means. Either Batman got in there, saved him, Harley did it, or whatever. Anyway, Joker's back in his cell. He's in his glass cell now. And we get the scene. He's beaten up. He's in his glass cell. We get the scene from Mad Love in which Harley, we see this figure approach, opens the cell door. Maybe we hear some explosion. Either way, like a cell door is open. We see this figure. We see like a red leg as we pan up. We see Joker in his cell, in the bed of his cell or something. Then Joker like awakens, or like he like sits up. Then he gives a look, and then you see this as we keep panning up. We see the original Harley Quinn costume, or we see whatever Harley Quinn costume, and then we see it says your new and improved Harley Quinn, or we get something like that. Hello, Puddin'.
Yeah.
Let's get some air, or something like that. And basically, she breaks him out, and that's kind of saying that she's gone over.
Yeah.
I think we could get a classic Harley Quinn costume. If Joker's in a suit, I don't see why we can't get a Harley Quinn costume.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dress like an original Harley Quinn.
You know what? You see that scene, right?
Yeah.
They're them running out of the asylum, right?
Yeah.
Cut to a different scene in a similar situation to Batman 89, right?
Yeah.
And we have the reverse of that scene. The face is getting wrapped up, and then he says, "Mirror, mirror."
Oh god.
We get the reverse. And then
I think he can wrap his own face. I don't think he needs someone to wrap his face.
But, I just thought, see the reverse.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That sounds awesome.
And we get a similar look of. I don't know what Hush's catchphrase is or what he does, but man, I just see the that would work.
Well, what if
to me, that would work.
Well, he has like a chess theme. He could say like something like checkmate. Or he's looking like he's pulling out, he gets his phone out, and he is about to call Bruce Wayne. He says, checkmate. Then a lot of people probably think he's talking about the actual government-sanctioned program in the DC universe called Checkmate. So I don't know, but either way, it'd be kind of neat if he said, he's playing, or maybe he finishes that chess game. He's playing against Bruce, and he checkmates him. He says, checkmate. Then basically maybe pulls up a GPS to Wayne Manor. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Or we could see that scene earlier, and then we get to Hush going into into Wayne Manor, and then that's when we first see Bruce Wayne, and Hush is coming in. And because essentially, it is all over a woman. So essentially, we could get a lot of that, like a lot of homages to '89 in that last, in with Hush. We get him.
Do you want him to say "Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight"? Is that what you want him to say?
No. I just see instead of Jack Nicholson's Joker, we get Hush, and I mean because. And I see him saying, "You screwed me over because of a woman, or because of a woman." I just see that sort of thing happening again. But I don't see him stepping into the light and saying, "As you can see, I'm a lot happier."
Yeah.
I don't see him saying that though. I see him saying so, like, I'll keep it. I don't see him saying I'm going to keep this all hush hush sort of thing. But I do. I wouldn't mind a few of those homages to '89, but instead having hush. You know, but it's just these things are coming to me now because I just.
You remember there was this great, I forgot to mention this for the further evidence, but there's this great reference to the animated series in it, in which Harley's eating her lunch and it's in this face it's Joker's face. I mean, it's remember in Harley and Ivy where she's missing Joker and she makes the little face out of the dinner.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And they did that in the episode. They made like a smiley face out of the meal.
Yeah.
Which I thought was hilarious. I instantly got that. I remember that. So that was so funny.
But, you know...
I wonder if we're going to get Poison Ivy in Series 2.
I don't think so.
Well, here's the thing. A reason we might not is because the reason we're not getting Harley Quinn is, again, they kind of, all the actors kind of scattered across the planet, so to speak. They're in, like, different cities, different countries, so they had to fly them in. That's what a lot of the budget went into. Flying black for shooting, so, like... Yeah, so, I mean, that's why we don't have Harley Quinn, because she's, like, slated to be somewhere for other things.
Fair enough.
It'd be too close to fly her after the whole series, so...
Why don't use someone that's already there? Fair enough.
So I don't know if Ivy was out or what not, but... Oh, they mentioned Ivy in further evidence as well. She's, like, calling Harley.
Yeah, I know, but that... Do you see us getting Superman?
Yeah, the only thing Superman... Again, there's a chance we might get a Superman that doesn't exist, or a Metropolis that doesn't have a Superman yet. Or, well, what we could do is, again, I don't think we should see Superman ever. What I think we should do is have, like, really vague references to him. In that, like, Luthor saying, yes, I'm sorry I'm late. There was some trouble. Same trouble as always. Probably someone saying, what was the trouble? Same old, same old. Or, like, saying, or someone, like, says, it's a bird. It's like someone's like calling Luthor on his phone saying, okay, boss, everything's going well. What is it? It's a bird? No, it's a plane. It's, oh my god! Basically, like, the phone, like, goes dead. Just, not again.
Yeah.
Or something like, there's, like, references to Superman, or, yeah. Or the only other thing I can imagine is you have, like, an out-of-focus shot of Luthor in Metropolis, and you see, like, this shadow, you figure it's blue and red.
A blue and blur.
Yeah.
A red blue blur.
I'm just saying, like, he's floating. My favorite thing from Superman animated series was this shot where Superman's just floating out his window and he's just, like, glaring at Luthor.
Lois and Clark.
What?
It was in Lois and Clark, the pilot as well.
No, I remember from Superman the animated series. Basically, Clancy Brown as Luthor, who's saying, like, says, giving him his whole spiel, saying, I own Metropolis. Everyone in this city works for me whether they know it or not. Why don't you float into the office so we can discuss an arrangement? Speak, darn you! And he throws, like, a little statue at him, and Superman breaks it. He basically says, I'll be watching you, Luthor. And he flies away.
There's a similar scene in Lois and Clark. It's very similar. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
But, okay, we might not get a Superman. Do you think we'll get a Clark Kent or a Bruce Wayne?
Well, I don't think we're going to get Clark Kent because... No, we're not going to get Clark Kent. Joker is a character in which he doesn't really care about the alternate identities of people. And I'm saying Superman's... Basically, the only reason we have Superman is by extension of Lex Luthor, and we're really not going to be really set in Metropolis. If so, it's going to be very briefly with Luthor, and I guess we saw some shots of a city, and I thought it was Gotham, but now thinking about it, there's a very small chance it could be Metropolis, and maybe mentions of Clark Kent, like wanting an interview with Luthor. Like Mercy telling Luthor, you got an interview. Kent's calling again, wants to interview you. So tell him I'm busy. Or something like that. I don't think we're going to see Clark Kent. I doubt we're going to see Clark Kent. As for Bruce Wayne, there's a chance for Bruce Wayne, but then again, you have the question of, actually, we're probably not going to get Bruce Wayne because he's gone into hiding, remember? But then again, he was playing golf. No. Bruce Wayne, at this point, hasn't gone into hiding, because the first few years he was out in public, then he went into complete isolation, like rolling day with 8-inch nails. So he's in that stage of his life yet, but he's still going around Gotham a little bit at this point in time, because it's only been about a year, possibly 2, since we might be in the second year of the 8-year gap at this point, so he's still around. So yeah, there's a small chance we have a Bruce Wayne, but then you have to wonder if they're going to get an impersonator for Christian Bale. Bruce Wayne. I mean, a look-alike at least,
Yeah,
I don't know. If so, I think we should get Bruce Wayne, maybe silhouette or mention. We should definitely get mentions of Bruce Wayne, but
yeah. If we're getting that, if we're having Hush, and he keeps referencing this relationship with Bruce Wayne, we should get a Bruce Wayne. I don't care.
We could just get like an over-the-phone conversation with Bruce Wayne, just have a good vocal impersonator.
Yeah.
And you know what character I want? Jim Gordon.
Yeah. Do you want Jim Gordon?
I want Jim Gordon, and I'd be on the floor happy if we got that meeting scene on the rooftop, or just a meeting scene somewhere saying, they've been looking for you. They're not going to find me. Saying, what's happening now?
Yes.
Don't know yet. Tracing his whereabouts, seeing what's going to happen.
Fair enough. I wouldn't mind. Would you like them to do like or have them consult or something on a spin-off series? Like maybe do a Riddler's blogs or something like that.
Well, they actually did April Fool's gag of it once.
Mm.
Did you know that was, in the April Fool's video it's called, just look for like Riddler blogs. But there's actually, some people do actually have Riddler blogs, so they've already done some spin-offs. Well, not officially sanctioned, like just their own fan versions of it. But there was like this April Fool's gag where they had Scott McClure's brother, Isaac McClure, as like this guy wearing a Riddler hat. Like reading, like saying, Riddler blogs are also like crossworded into saying who is the Batman. Which I thought was neat. I wouldn't mind if they spun off the show, and I'm just curious when they say more series to come, if they're going to rename it or just still keep it Joker-centric, but with other characters.
Yeah. If they had the money, I'd love to see them maybe get another have another crew together.
Well, actually, they had a pitch for a TV series, and I would hope that it gets made, but they have an idea for one. It's called Gotham General, or Gotham Memorial. It's basically a Hush would be there, but you see the hospital and like all the injuries related to Gotham. Like people getting infected by fear gas or Joker toxin. A bunch of, as a show idea. Maybe some Saz victims, maybe some morgue episodes. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, that was their idea for a show, doing a Gotham General or Gotham. Personally, I want a Gotham Central show, but with Jim Gordon in it. That's what I want. Because there was like this book called Gotham Central, in which it's basically just see the GCPD. The only problem with it for me was there's little to no Gordon in it, and basically if you put that in there, I would have been completely on board. It's a good book, though. I'm saying a lot of good stuff, and that could be made easily into a TV series if you include Gordon.
Fair enough. I wouldn't mind if we got some more villains in series 2. And after series 2, we got like another further evidence and some hints of what's coming in series.
We're probably going to get like an equivalent to further evidence with more seasons to come.
Yeah, no, what I mean is like we the gap between 2 and 3, we get like another like series of further evidence,
Yeah, we'll
like
probably exactly. That's what we're probably gonna get.
mm,
Might be
but
retitled though.
fair enough. Uh,
Yeah.
for further series, I would love like another Joker escapes and does some things again. And we get like Harley and Joker on the loose, and but there's like another major villain out there that at the same time that has to be grabbed and locked up, and Joker and Harley manage to always seem how to get away going on. But I would rather we put off Harley becoming Harley Quinn as long as possible, like because that to me that's the main focus of the series, and that I wouldn't even mind if somehow it goes past Rises if they get that far.
Yeah, nor would I. But then you have to remember, if they do go past Rises, then we don't have Bruce Wayne Batman anymore.
I'm right with that. If it's as successful by that point,
Well, I don't
but
know. We have to have some line by Joker saying, "You're not him."
yeah, you're not the real Batman. And who's to say that Bruce Wayne doesn't somehow come back?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole discussion on its own, on itself.
Yeah, fair enough. But uh, or we could do a whole. They could do a whole like secret type thing, Batman Beyond type thing, where it's supposed to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt under the mask, but we still have Bruce Wayne talking to him through the thing.
That's the only way I could, right now at this point, think of Bruce Wayne returning if he just like a consulting role, but where he is. Like he's
Sure,
nowhere near Gotham, but I mean he's like giving him advice, or like maybe meeting him when he's globetrotting training.
fair enough. That's how I'd do it. If you wanted to go that way.
Yeah.
I just I don't like the idea of bringing it to an end at the moment. But I think by the time if you got to 8 episodes, eight series, sorry, or seasons, you'd have
Well,
to.
remember, it's not confirmed. It's just assuming they have enough ideas. And it was joked at 8, and well, I'm saying it's probably joked at 8.
If yeah, but I'm with Sid. If that they do an eighth season and they, I think in the eighth season, if they get that far, they have a scene where Joker is in his cell, and there's the whole riot thing going on, and it says, "Is Batman out there?" No, well, I don't care.
Yeah, that
And
scene would be
no,
awesome.
yeah, Sid would just go nuts with that. Um, and that was his idea, and I agree with him. If Batman is not out there, Joker wouldn't give a shit. But mind you, by the time they get to 8 series, if it's been as long between each season as it has been, you're gonna have problems. Yeah.
Well, it has been confirmed that we will definitely get Batman this next season, so I mean that's definitely possible.
Mm,
I'm saying at least they're going to. It's open enough that we can have Batman doing stuff. They're going to explain it away somehow.
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay. Did you have anything else to add?
Uh, well, I mean, again, I mentioned the Two-Face possibility.
Yeah.
I don't know what Arkham's arrangement with Gordon is. There's this, again, I don't know what the arrangement is per se, but I mean, at some point in time, there was a story in the newspaper with Harley that was released. You can't find it anymore, but you can, like, see, it's mentioned in, like, artistic merits, or, like, actually Apple a Day saying, you know, he went a little heavy on the eye makeup. Was that my influence? Then
Mm,
he, then later on, you see the paper in, like, staff verification, and at one point when you could read it, it said like Harvey Dent's grave was robbed or attempted robbed. So there's a very small chance he could be alive. I doubt it, but I'm saying if they did do it, I'd buy it if they did it right. Of course, it has to still match up with Rises in that, like, I can understand it could still scar Gordon either way, but, still, probably Harvey would probably die anyway. But again.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I just haven't got much else to say. On that, I don't think they should bring Gordon back at all.
They should bring Gordon back?
I don't think they should bring back Dent at all.
Okay, I'm off.
They shouldn't bring Gordon back either. He's a pain.
Hey!
No, bring him in. Bring him in if you want to. I mean, he has to appear in at least one episode in this, one way or another.
Gordon has to be in this series somehow. Even if it's just a voice on a phone call, I want a Gordon in here somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all. That I agree. That's all. If you're gonna do the hostage situation, I would love to see that.
And I still say it's gonna be Hannibal, basically.
All right.
That's my so far until I see anything to the contrary. I'm saying it's gonna be Hannibal, and Harley has to save the Joker. And if they're going to just end it out of, if they don't really put a lot of forethought into if they don't get another idea for more seasons, or if they do just end it at 2, again, just end it with maybe like an homage to Mad Love in some capacity in which he's full on Harley and breaks him out. Either way, I'm saying if there's like no more seasons, because again, they said they'd be open to seasons if they come up with more ideas, which these are bright guys, so I'm sure they're going to come up with ideas.
Yeah.
With different characters, different perspectives, but maybe Joker's definitely going to be in there, some capacity. And they couldn't egg on the Harley thing, just keep it going, but this series, whatever it is going to be advancing her to the point of near complete Harleyness.
Yeah.
If they do drag it on. I don't mind if they drag it on as long as it's good, but still, again, they could just end up making her Harley and just go from there. Kind of go all out and then work from it there next seasons. Seasons, yeah.
What else? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I'm excited for Series 2. I'm sure you are. I can't wait to see these two guys have done so much for us, for the fan community of Batman. These guys have just promoted good filmmaking, good storytelling, and noble quality in anything. They do a good job. I thank you, fellas, if you're listening. Scott McClure, Andrew DeMurray, we thank you. We thank everyone affiliated with the production. Just keep on doing a good job. We're with you, even if some fans or ourselves are just saying, come on already, we want the next one. Come on, give us a release date. Just as long as you're doing a good job, as long as you're giving material, doing your best, we're going to be with you regardless, even if some are a little anti or more vocal about it in some odd way. So either way, we're on board for it. Thanks so much for what you've given us so far. Even if you go out with this as your last one, make it a good one. We're on board for you. We'd love to see more. Always going to be on board for any idea. Take care, fellas.
All right. And we'll leave it there. Goodbye.
Take care, everyone.
And Scott, if you're hearing this, get to a convention out here in Australia.
Or in Baltimore.
Hurry up about it. Love to see you at next year's Supernova. Bye.